You know, people are always calling me an optimist, man, because I really do believe religion is going to be dead and gone forever someday. In fact, I wonder what that world will look like. If religion died tomorrow, I wonder what the world will look like 100 years from now. Hey guys, welcome to the Cult of Dusty in the future. You can tell it's the future because I've changed my shirt. And I'm glad you're here, man. It's a very special episode of the Cult of Dusty. It's the 100th anniversary of religion's death. And man, so much shit has happened in the last 100 years. If you've been under a rock, let me fill you in. Okay, first of all, religion was fucking everywhere, man, and it sucked ass. You had one side strapping bombs to their chest and blowing themselves up, flying planes into buildings. The other side was writing Bible scriptures on sniper rifles, and they were all killing each other, trying to prove which one of them chose the correct, all-loving God. It sucked dicks. It really sucked dicks. But then the internet came along. And the internet screamed at all the religious people, hey, religious people, guess what? You're all fucking equally retarded. Stop killing each other over it. And it took a long time, but eventually everybody on Earth finally got on the internet and they finally realized, fuck man, we've been retarded this whole fucking time. How the hell could we ever have believed this stupid bullshit? And the internet was like, hey world, don't beat yourself up over too much, man. It happens. You've been programmed poorly since birth. But now that you realize what an idiot you were, maybe we can make a correction here. Maybe we can actually do the right thing. Why don't we put those very valuable resources into spreading science and education? And the whole world was like, fuck yeah, man, that sounds awesome. Let's do that. And so that's what we fucking did. We put all those resources into science and education, and boom, man, it was an explosion of technology like the world has never seen. It was fucking awesome. The technological advances were so rapid every single day something new was happening. I was like a fat American kid in a candy store, man. I loved it. I couldn't wait to see what the shit they came out with next. They had quantum computers and digital contact lenses and holograms. Porn has never looked so real, man. And they made handheld computers so cheap they were disposable. Everybody had one, even little kids. And every single day, almost everybody on Earth began to log into the global collective knowledge base of the human species. And that's the moment that humanity finally learned the truth about ourselves. And the truth is this: there is no them. There is only us. We are one people. We are each nothing but a single cell in the organism that is the human species. And before you know it, man, borders started being erased. These imaginary lines drawn on pieces of paper no longer were used to separate us. We were no longer the people of individual countries, but instead we were one. We were the people of Earth. We no longer allowed ourselves to be divided. And to be quite honest with you, I was humbled and honored to be a part of it all. I was humbled and honored to witness it. Because for the first time in human history, the best of humanity was realized. And then after that came the really fucking cool shit. First of all, life extension. Several different labs in several different parts of the world, each individually came up with their own ways to extend life. And when added all together, it boosted the life expectancy of every human being by hundreds of years. It fucking rocked ass. Because getting old and dying sucks, man. Fuck that shit. And that explains why I look exactly the same now as I did 100 years ago. That explains everything. But then there was a bunch of naysayers out there, and they were all like, if you extend everybody's life expectancy, man, then the world's gonna be overpopulated and shit. But then scientists were all like, everybody relax, we got this shit. And then they created this genetically modified food that will grow anywhere and safe to eat, and that shit is awesome, man. I can walk right outside right now and pick a tomato that tastes like pumpkin pie. I don't know how the fuck they do that shit, it's delicious. And then some really smart kid put THC in the front lawn grass, so after you mow your front lawn, you can actually smoke that shit. Kids have never been more willing to do yard work ever. And then they created these printers that can print anything atom by fucking atom. When I first saw it, I was like, what? That's crazy, man. But eventually they perfected that shit. They began printing all kinds of stuff. They started printing out really good solar panels and fuel cells and wind machines. And they started fueling the entire world off these alternative fuel sources. Finally got us off our dependence on fossil fuels. But the world was still overpopulated, man. There's still too many people. So they started printing out fucking spaceships, man. And they started sending people all over the galaxy. The virus of mankind spread everywhere. We're like the gonorrhea of the universe, man. You just can't get rid of us. In fact, I'm broadcasting to you right now from Pluto. That's right, Pluto! Suck it, Neil deGrasse Tyson! We terraformed that bitch, and now it's the party capital of the known universe. I mean, don't get me wrong, Earth is cool and all, but it's kind of 50 years ago. We get it, Earth. You're the mother planet, blah, blah, blah. Get over yourself already. But I would like to take a moment to thank the true heroes in all of this. Those who stood up a century ago to bring logic and reason to a race full of delusional idiots. It really is because of your bravery that we were finally able to put childish things aside and reach the next level of societal evolution. And believe me, I know, it wasn't easy being the voice of reason. in a society full of brainwashed apes. But your willingness to speak the truth, even when it wasn't popular, changed society forever. And for that, we owe you a debt of gratitude that can never be paid. So here's to all you brave motherfuckers who made that shit happen. Thank you. I love you. I'm not exaggerating or being biased at all when I say you're without a doubt the most important people to ever live in the entire history of humanity. It's true. For the Cult of Dusty on Pluto, I am the People's Atheist, Dusty Smith, reminding all of you that having sex with idiots is totally disgusting. Because stupidity is a sexually transmitted disease. It is. Think about it. Gross. Logic.
When it's time to judge my soul, when it's time to pay that toll, I know that at least